Welcome back, guys. We are driving to the gym once again, and we're actually driving to a different gym this time. Today, we've been in a bit of a time crunch, and so today I'm just using a guest pass at the old gym that I used to be a member of. I used to be a member of the YMCA, and that was such a great gym. I loved it. I went there for a year plus. It was amazing. They have a great pool, a great steam room, a sauna. They've got good equipment, and it's relatively close to my house, so it was a great gym. I loved it. But when I heard about the alumni membership at my college gym, I figured that is a much nicer gym. It's a little bit further. It's a little bit more tedious because you can't park until 5 o'clock is when parking opens up. So since it's earlier in the day, that's why I'm using the guest pass to go to this other gym, because I can't park at my current gym until after 5. So that works most days. Today, it didn't quite line up with what I wanted to do. So we're heading to that gym. The good news about this, though, is that we're going to be able to go into the sauna. And that's because this gym has a sauna that is really nice and is in the locker room. And so you get in there and you can shower off afterwards. It's great. My new gym, my college gym, does have a sauna, but it's a co-ed sauna, so it's not in the locker rooms. And that just makes it a little bit more tedious. Like, you have to go into the sauna in clothes, basically, and those clothes get soaked, and then you have to make your way to the locker rooms and rent a towel from the front desk. There's no towel service necessarily. It's like you have to rent it from the front desk, and it's just a hassle. So I never end up using it, or very rarely I do. But here I use it every time I go, so that's a plus. And today, we didn't actually get that much work done. I dug a little bit more of the trench that I've been working on. It's gotten as good as it's going to get. Right now, the next step is just to lay down the materials. Those are scheduled for delivery tomorrow. So everything will get here. I'll start working on it, and that'll be great. Now, there was something on my mind that I wanted to discuss, and I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't know. It was interesting, I promise. It was going to be, oh yeah, it was, it was taking my own advice. There's a guy on YouTube that he posts cold plunges that he does, which, inspired me to actually get a cold plunge myself, but he does these daily cold plunges. He's a young kid. I shouldn't really say that. I'm a young kid. He's a few years younger than me. He's 18, 19, 20, somewhere around there. Maybe 5, 6, 7 years younger than me, which actually sounds like a lot. It's kind of scary getting older, guys, but he posts these daily cold plunges. He's on like number 140 or something like that. And in his latest video, he was talking about maybe slowing down or stopping, or not doing that. No, it's not really a challenge, but not doing that. You could call it a series of just everyday cold plunge, where he does a cold plunge and just talks about philosophy and that kind of stuff. And he was talking in his most recent one about maybe not doing that, since it's going to be getting warmer where he is. Summer's coming. The cold plunge won't be as cold, and he said he's been getting tired of making those videos. And I advised him in a comment to continue doing those cold plunges. And I said it because I thought back on what I've done over the past few years, and I really enjoyed having the YouTube channel and uploading to that frequently. And I did burn out, and I completely understand what that's like to burn out from doing a YouTube channel. My channel was a little bit more intense because there was a lot of research that had to go into making these videos. And, something like just everyday recording your cold plunge, a little bit less draining. It's kind of like what I'm doing here, where I'm just recording myself as I drive to the gym. And I could easily see myself doing this forever, because there's no barrier to it. It's just something, you just click record and you're doing it. And maybe some of the videos are boring, but so be it, right? There's no pressure to make these great videos. I'm just honestly just recording this, and what I get is what I get, and that's what I upload. So, this kind of thing, it's a little bit more sustainable, probably less prone to burning out doing something like this than, I was like full-time working on these YouTube videos, basically, not full-time, but for several hours a day, just working on making these YouTube videos. So, I did get burnt out, and I kind of wish that I'd continued more than I had. I do intend on getting back into it a little bit. To the same extent that I was, probably not, right? I'll be spending a lot of my future time working on a business disconnected from YouTube, but I really do miss uploading, to my main channel, finance content. It is very fun. It's fun to look back on some of those videos. I did enjoy it. And I kind of wish that I'd stuck with it over the past year and maybe just taken a week or two or a month off instead of a year off. At this point, I think we're coming up on a year. It's not quite a year yet. I think April 10th was my last upload. And so we're actually going to do our our next upload basically almost on the year anniversary of our last upload. And so that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to uploading again. It's going to be fun. I think that, it will be tough to find a balance that I'm going to enjoy, because burnout is real, especially with those kinds of researched YouTube videos. It's not just clicking record and going like this is. This is so free-flowing, so easy. There's zero friction in this. The other videos, I had to sit down, have a bunch of tabs pulled open, ready to go, kind of have a rough idea of what I was going to talk about, in what order I was going to talk about it in my head already. And, kind of have a loose idea of a script and like a little story that I'm going to be telling for each video. And it would take, maybe an hour to come up with that. And then, the recording process itself, it would all be one take, done live, not streamed live, but just a live recording basically, where, I don't really do any cuts or anything like that. And that would definitely save a ton of time. That saved me from doing editing and that kind of stuff, which I do not like. I do not like to edit. I'd rather just give you guys some raw footage that was relatively well thought out. I think it's just a lot more enjoyable to make and much more sustainable for me. But still, there's the time spent ahead of that, doing all this research and setting things up. The research itself is one thing, but it's just setting everything up and having, nice, having the tabs, pulled open, to the right screen and have them, the right words highlighted and everything. It gets a little tedious. So we just parked, guys. That was my rant for the day. It was short. This is a much closer gym, honestly. I could be saving so much time if I went here, but the people at my other gym, it's college students and they're all a lot younger. The people at this gym are mostly in their, 50s, 60s, they're older individuals, often with kids. And I just felt my youth slipping away coming here every day. I felt myself becoming an old man, and it was fun, to go in the sauna. It's in the steam room. It's all, these old guys and me in there. It's fun, but I felt like for this stage of my life, I enjoyed the younger person gym, and it's also a lot nicer and does have has a rock climbing wall and all kinds of stuff that this gym doesn't. It's much nicer equipment. There's a lot more of it, but a big part of it was that there were younger people there, which it feels like it's keeping me young, The conversations that I'll have with people there are very different from what I would talk with people here about. So I do love this gym though, and I love the people here, and it's definitely fun to use every now and then. I'm about to go in. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been here in over a month at this point. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.